Look, if you're tired of feeling like you're constantly playing catch-up in the market, this explainer is exactly what you need. Welcome to your masterclass. Today, I'm stepping into the role of your personal hedge fund manager, and we are completely stripping away your chaotic retail habits. We're building a clinical, institutional-grade AI workflow right from the ground up. We're taking the exact strategies that million-dollar financial teams use, and we're putting them right onto your desktop. Let's get to work.
Here's our roadmap for today's session. We'll cover the institutional edge, auditing your financial foundation, establishing a daily market routine, building custom tracking dashboards, and finally, finding those asymmetric opportunities.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the institutional edge. Let's be real for a second and do a quick reality check on why the big guys consistently win while the average retail investor gets absolutely crushed by the noise. The typical retail workflow, it's a total disaster. You're drowning in a flood of conflicting opinions, chasing meme stocks, reacting to panic on social media, making emotional decisions based on what some random influencer just posted. On the flip side, the institutional approach operates on a strictly methodical research process. They use AI to isolate verifiable signals, pull real sources, summarize dense SEC filings in literally seconds, and track actual market catalysts. The entire goal of this explainer is to move you completely over to that methodical, institutional mindset.
And here is a fundamental truth for you. The absolute biggest mistake I see retail investors make is treating AI like a basic search bar. Asking broad, simple questions like, what stock should I buy? Stop doing that immediately. Seriously, mastering prompt engineering, giving the AI clear, detailed, highly specific instructions, that is your great equalizer. It's the exact skill that transforms a standard AI tool into your own personal $25,000 Bloomberg terminal. When you know how to ask the right questions, you suddenly unlock the ability to process data at the exact same scale as a massive hedge fund.
Moving right along to Section 2, your financial foundation.
Listen, before you even think about placing a trade or pulling up a chart, we are going to build a professional foundation by auditing your personal finances. You simply cannot manage market risk if you don't intimately understand your own risk first. I know most people skip this boring stuff, but trust me, it is exactly where your hedge begins. You can actually use advanced tools like Perplexity to connect your brokerage, credit card, and checking accounts securely via Plaid. You want the AI to analyze your spending trends over the last few years and answer these crucial baseline questions for you. What's your actual budget? Can you handle a massive drawdown, or are you highly risk-averse? You need cold, hard data to dictate your strategy here, not just guesswork or some gut feeling.
What this data gives you is a personalized roadmap, and that provides a massive psychological edge. For example, based on your AI financial audit, maybe you construct a custom 50-50 allocation of crypto and stocks. Or maybe the AI highlights that you actually have a lower risk tolerance, so you should only be 10% in crypto and 90% in blue chip equities. Whatever it comes out to be, it's tailored exactly to your personal risk profile and your true financial picture. Having a strategy built on your actual numbers ensures you never panic sell when the market gets crazy volatile, because you already know exactly what your portfolio is designed to withstand.
All right, Section 3, the daily market routine.
Now that your foundation is set, you've got to shift your daily inputs. You need to stop waking up blindly opening X or Instagram and letting algorithms dictate your trading day. Retail strategies rely on these scattered social media sources that inevitably lead to panic buying or panic selling. The institutional approach, though, it requires a centralized dashboard, like Perplexity's Finance tab. So instead of memes and echo chambers, you're checking real-time market summaries, live earnings transcriptions, and actually verifiable data. You can zero in on real alpha by tracking specific data points, like, say, low-cap gene therapy stocks that politicians are actively buying. It is entirely about ruthlessly filtering out the noise and focusing strictly on the metrics that actually move markets.
Section 4, and this is where it gets really fun. Building custom tracking dashboards.
Okay, now we step into the big leagues. We're engineering a custom tracking tool for the exact variables driving asset prices in real time. And the best part? You don't even need to know how to code anymore to do this. Using a tool like Perplexity Computer, you can literally voice prompt an entire dashboard into existence. First, you identify a variable moving the market. Let's say geopolitical tensions in the Strait of Hormuz. Second, you demand specific sources, polls, news, official PR. Third, you ask the AI to provide a directional bias for your trades. And step 4, this is absolutely crucial. You command the AI to backtest this dashboard logic against the last 1 to 2 months of historical market data. That backtest is exactly what verifies the credibility of your new tool before you risk a single dollar of your own money. Once you deploy this prompt, the AI takes massive global and geopolitical complexity and distills it down into a precise, actionable signal. For instance, based on the live data streams and the historical backtest you just established, the dashboard might just output a 46% confidence score, telling you to short oil. It literally takes the emotion out of the trade completely.
And simultaneously, because we told the AI to track multiple assets, it correlates those exact same global events to give you, say, a 39% confidence rating to long Bitcoin. Think about that. You are taking subjective, chaotic global news and forcing the AI to give you an objective, data-driven reading. Traditional quantitative analysts used to take weeks to build and backtest these kinds of multivariable models. Now, your AI can backtest and deploy them in seconds, totally leveling the playing field for the focused retail investor.
This kind of multivariable tracking builds ultimate confidence. Your custom dashboard cleanly cross-references multiple data streams to give you the complete picture. On one hand, it synthesizes mainstream news by summarizing 60 different articles in real time. But on the other hand, it monitors the risk chatter, the unverified rumors floating around social media, and actively authenticates them to filter out the fake news. You're ensuring you trade on verified cross-reference signals, completely eliminating that emotional trap of reacting to a random unverified headline.
Finally, Section 5, Finding Asymmetric Opportunities. With your financial foundation built, your noise filtered out, and your custom AI engine running smoothly, your ultimate goal is execution. We're looking for the holy grail of professional investing here, asymmetric opportunities. These are setups where the risk-to-reward ratio is massively, undeniably skewed in your favor. You're targeting undervalued, growing markets where the upside potential heavily outweighs the downside risk. This isn't about making a quick buck, guys. This is the literal definition of true sustainable wealth creation. It's about spotting these setups when the rest of the market is either way too scared to act or just completely unaware the trend is even happening.
So how do you actually find these massive opportunities using your new engine? You start by sourcing deep, institutional-grade research, like early trend reports or dedicated research from groups like Kaizen. You take those massive reports and you export them directly into your AI workflow. You then direct your AI to cross-reference the trends in that report against your custom dashboard data. If the signals align, you execute your early positioning. By doing this, you are aggressively front-running the market narrative. This is exactly what Wall Street does to secure outsized returns. And now, you have the exact same capability to back up your conviction with hard data.
So, I'm going to leave you with this. Are you going to keep acting as someone else's exit liquidity, or are you ready to build your institutional edge today? The tools that used to be locked tightly behind Wall Street doors are quite literally sitting right on your laptop right now. It is entirely up to you to construct the workflow, run the backtests, and filter the signals. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I highly recommend you start building your dashboard today.